There's also, Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, and there is now some initiative in the Senate from Senator Risa Ontiveros to look into the kingdom of Jesus Christ. You know Pastor Apollo Quiboloy.
I know him personally.
Yeah, so there seems to be a difference from people like you and I who know him.
Yeah.
Right, and those who only hear of him through the news when they hear of these allegations.
Yeah.
What do people don't know about Pastor Quiboloy?
Pastor Quiboloy is very kind person.
Oh.
So he is really like a fatherly figure.
How did you guys meet? Maybe you can start there. And how did you meet?
Someone invited me to be a guest here.
Okay.
Then after that, as a guest of a radio program here of SMNI, Sunshine Radio, then they offered me to be a host.
But have you heard about him before you were invited here?
Yes, since I was a child.
So what was the first impression when you met him? I mean,
so honored because the first time I met him, only two of us.
Now you're not a member of the.
Yes, I'm not a member of Kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
But I'm very happy and very honored that Pastor Apollo Quiboloy invited me in his house, and we were talking, eating. Only two of us.
Well, what surprised you? I mean, when you met him, because
he's a very popular person, a good pastor. I'm just an ordinary person from the province, but I was given an opportunity to talk directly to the good pastor.
Okay.
And I know him; is very nice person, and that's not only the first time that I met him. I met him several times.
Okay.
And not just meeting and say hi, hello. We were talking for how many minutes, even hours. We were talking. So, based on my personal opinion and based on my knowledge and information about Pastor, he's a good person. So, all those mentioning there in the House of Senate about the investigation of Senator Risa Ontiveros, they're all fake. I cannot explain why they're doing it.
Okay. Now, did you guys ever talk about politics? Is there something political about, the pastor that
yes,
maybe... Do you think that maybe that political view is a threat to anyone, or what do you think?
Maybe because the good pastor is very influential.
Okay.
And he's not just a pastor, he is not just to the members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, but even like me and other persons, especially in Mindanao. Pastor Quiboloy is very influential. If he talks something about politics, that will shaken the political environment of the Philippines.
Now, have you had a chance to talk to him since? I mean, was he the one who hired you as legal counsel for SMNI, or was somebody else? And
yes, the team of Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the SMNI, they asked me to be one of the lawyers.
Have you had a chance to talk to Pastor Quiboloy, and what's his mood? Is he depressed? Is he
he's happy.
Afraid, or
still very...
Or he just dismisses this as something political that will eventually pass?
That's it. There's something political and very optimistic, and everything is about God's will. So this will be settled, hopefully in the near future, and we will get justice, especially to SMNI and also to him, especially that there are a lot of criticism against him in the House of Senate. So, but that is only Senator Ontiveros, and I know that we are many friends there in the House of Senate.
Well, the pastor, being who he is, he has his faith and the grace, right? But you and I, we live in a different world.
Yes, but
you live in the legal world. What is your?
I consider pastor as a good friend.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
But what is your, as a lawyer, right? I mean, as a non-religious person, how do you see this playing out? What will be the outcome? I mean, is it really going to extend to maybe 2025 or 2028, the next presidential elections, or how do you see this developing?
It will reach even up to 2028 because the issue of SMNI is actually about 2028 presidential election.
Okay.
The issue about Pastor Quiboloy and the situation right now about the investigation in the House of Senate and the House of Congress is not in aid of legislation. It's in aid for 2028 presidential election.